It is Saturday, February 21st, 2026, and the nor'easter we have been tracking all week is no longer a question mark. Blizzard warnings have been issued for coastal Connecticut. Winter storm warnings are now in effect from southeastern Pennsylvania through New Jersey, Long Island, and into southern New England. Winter storm watches extend from New York City through Boston. The NWS Philadelphia office upgraded their watches to warnings as of 7 a.m. this morning and issued their fourth decision support briefing calling for widespread moderate to major impacts with this storm. The European model, the holdout all week, has caved to the GFS. Both global models now show a significant nor'easter with bombogenesis, a pressure drop of at least 24 millibars in 24 hours as the system rapidly intensifies off the northeast coast Sunday night into Monday. The trend over the past 24 hours has been dramatic. The European took a major step toward the GFS solution. The Canadian model aligned with the European. The icon shows an in-between solution with 2 feet in isolated spots across southern Massachusetts. 5 out of 6 models now show a significant snow event. Only the UK Met is the outlier. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani has told residents to prepare for whiteout or near blizzard conditions at the height of the storm. New Jersey and New York governors are declaring states of emergency. Pre-snow operations are underway with plows being mounted, salt spreaders loaded, and crews preparing. This storm arrives tomorrow. Let me break down exactly what you need to know. By the way, if you'd like specific weather forecasts for your region or city, please leave them in the comments. I'll answer them individually as time allows. Also, if you like the video and subscribe to my channel, you'd be very grateful. Now, let's move on. The storm timeline. Light snow begins around sunrise Sunday. For the I-95 corridor from D.C. through New York City, the storm starts as rain or a rain-snow mix Sunday morning because temperatures will be right near freezing. AccuWeather's D. Podwin explains that during the day Sunday and Monday, when snow is not falling heavily, highways and city streets can be just wet or slushy due to temperatures near freezing combined with the higher sun angle in late February. But do not let that fool you. Through the afternoon, temperatures fall and the snow becomes steadier and heavier. The worst of the storm arrives late Sunday afternoon and lasts through sunrise Monday. Snowfall rates could reach 1 to 2 inches per hour during the Sunday night peak, potentially overwhelming road crews. The NWS warns that snowfall rates of 2 inches per hour or greater are possible across the heaviest corridor. There will be periods when snowfall rates are heavy enough to overcome those marginal temperatures and sunlight, especially at night. Strong winds create whiteout conditions, especially along the coast. Monday morning, the storm begins winding down, but snow could still fall moderately into the early afternoon. Southern New England may not see the snow fully end until Monday evening. Coastal flooding is another serious threat. Minor to moderate flooding is likely with Sunday night's high tide along the Atlantic coast of New Jersey and Delaware, with near-major coastal flooding possible. A coastal flood watch has been issued for the eastern Massachusetts coast, with 1 to 2 feet of inundation possible in low-lying areas. Significant beach erosion is also possible. Official snow totals from the NWS. Southeastern Pennsylvania, 10 to 16 inches, with wind gusts to 40 mph. Central and northern New Jersey, 8 to 16 inches with wind gusts to 40 mph. The NWS says travel could be very difficult to impossible, and areas of blowing snow could significantly reduce visibility. The Monday morning and evening commutes will be impacted. Suffolk County on Long Island, 10 to 13 inches. The 5 boroughs of New York City, 8 to 12 inches on the latest CBS New York forecast. If NYC manages 12 inches or more, it would be the first time since February 2021. North Jersey, Lower Hudson Valley, and Connecticut, 12 to 18 inches. Upper Hudson Valley and far northwestern New Jersey, 18 to 22 inches. Boston, 10 to 15 inches, according to the Boston 7 News forecast, with a foot or more for the South Shore and Cape Cod. Southeastern Massachusetts and Cape Cod, the highest confidence zone. Heavy snow with blizzard conditions. The NWS Boston office says this morning's guidance trended toward a higher impact storm track, with the greatest impacts across southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Providence and Worcester, 6 inches to a foot depending on how close the storm tracks. The wind and blizzard threat. This is not just a snow event. Wind will be a major factor, and power outages are a serious concern. Blizzard conditions, sustained winds or frequent gusts of 35 mph or greater with heavy snow reducing visibility to a quarter-mile or less for at least 3 hours, are expected for parts of coastal Connecticut, Rhode Island, Cape Cod, Nantucket, and Martha's Vineyard. Near blizzard conditions are likely for eastern Long Island and the Jersey Shore. Wind gusts inland will reach 30 to 40 mph. Along the coast, 40 to 50 mph. The highest potential for the strongest gusts runs from the south shore of Massachusetts to Cape Cod. 55 to 65 mph cannot be ruled out with isolated higher gusts near Chatham and Nantucket. The combination of heavy, wet snow and strong winds means widespread power outages become more likely. AccuWeather's storm max for this event is 26 inches. What changed? Why the models converged? 3 things happened. First, the NWS flew hurricane hunters into the energy that would become this storm earlier in the week to get fresh observational data into the models. After that data was implemented, models bounced to the northwest, the favorable direction for snow. Second, the European model's upper-level analysis shifted. The mid-level spin, the curvature vorticity that drives lift in the atmosphere, became much more defined and organized in recent runs. The European went from showing virtually nothing a few days ago to producing over a foot of snow for parts of the corridor. Third, the timing resolved in favor of snow. The jet stream is rapidly diving south with the Arctic blast. Earlier storm arrival means the jet is still far enough north to allow a favorable snow track. The GFS had this timing right for 3 consecutive days, and the other models have now come to the same conclusion. The Arctic crash. Behind this storm, the coldest air of the season arrives. Temperatures are already falling. Today is the calm before the storm with highs in the mid to upper 40s across the Northeast. By Monday, well below average temperatures blanket everything east of the Rockies. Single digits push into Iowa, Nebraska, and Wisconsin. Below zero in the Dakotas and northern Minnesota. The Southeast, which saw record warmth near 90 degrees in Florida earlier this week, crashes to the teens, 20s, and 30s. This is the first of 3 Arctic blasts. The second arrives around the 26th to 27th. The third hits early March. Between each blast, the southeast ridge puts up a brief fight before the cold floods back in. City-by-city predictions. Northeast, New York City, Boston, Philadelphia, D.C., Hartford, Providence, Portland, M.E., Buffalo. The storm arrives tomorrow. Blizzard warnings coastal CT. Winter storm warnings NJ through SEPA. Watches NYC through Boston. NYC, 8 to 12 inches, starts as rain Sunday morning, transitions to heavy snow by afternoon, worst Sunday night into Monday morning with 1 to 2 inch per hour rates. Winds gusting to 30 mph. Monday commute will be brutal. Philadelphia, 10 to 16 inches per NWS, wind gusts to 40 mph. Boston, 10 to 15 inches metro, foot plus South Shore and Cape Cod, blizzard conditions Monday pre-dawn through early afternoon with 55 to 65 mph gusts possible Cape Cod to Nantucket. Coastal flooding 1 to 2 feet of inundation. D.C., 3 to 6 inches, starts as rain transitions to snow, highest totals north and west of the city. Hartford, 12 to 18 inches in the NWS winter storm warning corridor. Providence, 6 to 12 inches with blizzard potential. Buffalo. Lake effect continues on the backside. Southeast, Atlanta, Charlotte, Nashville, Raleigh, Birmingham, Jacksonville, New Orleans. The storm's origin is over the southeast today. Showers and thunderstorms from Tennessee through the Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, and Mississippi as the warm front lifts. Charlotte gets a wet Saturday into Sunday morning before the system pulls away. Raleigh and eastern NC, rain transitions to a brief period of snow or wintry mix as the low deepens off the Carolina coast Sunday. Cold air crashes in behind. Teens to 30s by Monday. Florida's record warmth near 90 ends. March 3rd. Carolina snow system still showing on both models. Midwest and Great Lakes, Chicago, Detroit, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Columbus, St. Louis, Cincinnati, Louisville. The upper-level energy that spawned Thursday's severe weather is now generating lake-enhanced and lake-effect snow across the Great Lakes. Upper Peninsula of Michigan getting hammered, snow wrapping around from the western UP into northern Wisconsin and northern Indiana. Cleveland, Columbus, and the Ohio Valley get snow from the departing system plus additional lake effect. Temperatures crashing, single digits and below zero by Monday. The coldest morning of the season arrives early next week. West Coast and Mountain. West, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Sacramento, San Diego, Phoenix, Salt Lake City, Boise, Flagstaff, Denver, Albuquerque. The energy that becomes the nor'easter originated from the Pacific and is now crossing the Rockies today. The West gets a relative break this weekend as the ridge shifts in, milder temps and drier conditions. By Tuesday, snow returns to the Cascades and northern Rockies. Next week favors the Cascades over the Sierra as the primary snow target. The Sierra has already seen feet of snow this week. Plains and South Central. Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, Omaha, Denver, San Antonio, Little Rock, Memphis. Cold front has passed, temperatures falling. Single digits arrive in Nebraska and Iowa by Monday. Below zero in the Dakotas with wind chills dangerous. Fire weather concerns have eased with the pattern change, but the drought across western Kansas and the Oklahoma Panhandle persists. 3 Arctic blasts over the next 2 weeks. Looking ahead. Both models continue to show early March turning colder. A potential Carolina snow system around March 3rd has unusual consistency between models at that range. The ENSO transition from La Nina to neutral is consolidating the subtropical jet. The Mississippi Valley becomes the severe weather battleground as we push into March. Winter is far from over. Thanks for watching. And if you're in the path of this storm, now is the time to prepare. Get your supplies, charge your devices, and be ready. This one is real.